Hi, first grade. Happy Monday. Welcome back to school. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving break. I can't wait to read all about them. But today we are going to identify past tense verbs. How we're going to do that is that we're going to circle past tense verbs in a sentence, and this is important so that we can become better writers. So remember Vicky verb? She tells us all the things that we can do. We can blink, write, run, jump, sing, hop, eat, hide, talk, giggle, smile. Oh my goodness, there's so many things we can do. Well, we did talk about verbs that end in S, and that means that the subject was singular. Some verbs tell what is happening now, and those are the verbs that end in S. Some verbs tell what happened in the past. Everybody say past. Past, that means it already happened. It happened in the past. We are going to add ed to most verbs that tell about the past. So they'll be easy to find. So something is happening now. We are going to use the present tense verb. So the students watch an animal movie in class. That means they're doing it right now. And since this is more than one, we don't add an S. The teacher shows a fossil to the students. Now the teacher is one, it's singular. So you have to add an S to shows. That means the teacher is doing it when? Right now. Now, if something happened in the past, most verbs are going to add an ed. So the students watched an animal movie in class, and the teacher showed a fossil to the students. See how they added the ed this time? That means it happened when? In the past. Now, we are going to look for the verb in each sentence that tells about something happening right now. Okay, this says clowns climb out of the car. What are the clowns doing right now? What are they doing right now? Yes, they climb out of the car. Number 2 says children laugh at the silly faces. What verb tells what the children are doing right now? That's right. It says children laugh. That is the verb that is telling what they are doing right now. Now let's look for some verbs in each sentence that tells about something that happened in the past. Okay, you ready? Clowns sculpted balloon animals. Okay, so that means the clowns already did it. What did the clowns already do? That's right, they sculpted balloon animals. Have you ever seen their balloon animals? They are so neat. I wish I could do that. But the ed at the end of sculpted tells me it happened in the past. They already did it. They sculpted balloon animals. Number 4 says the children clapped their hands. So what is the word that tells us what the children already did? The verb that tells about the past, something that happened in the past. Clapped. You're exactly right. The children clapped. That means they already did it. They're not clapping anymore. It already happened. It's over with. It's in the past. All right, so we're going to add ed to some verbs to tell about the past. Not all verbs will have ed, but that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's look at these 2 sentences. The students played a game in class. What did the students do? Played. The teacher listened as the students laughed. Ooh, that one has 2. What did the teacher do? Listened. What did the students do? Laughed. Okay. Now I want you to tell me what I'm doing. Okay, I want you to think about what I'm doing right now. What am I doing right now? Smiling. So, but if I say Miss Fisher, I would say Miss Fisher what? Smiling? Smiles, that's right. Miss Fisher blank. Now, smiles tells me it's happening right now. Okay? Right now ends with an S. Now. If it's happening right now, we're going to see the S at the end, unless it's not a singular verb or a singular subject. All right, what did I do just a few seconds ago? What was it I did with my mouth? I smiled. So Mrs. Fisher blanked. I already did it. I did it a few seconds ago. It was smiled. Mrs. Fisher smiled. Okay? This one is going to tell about what? The past. It already happened. It's in the past. I'm not doing it anymore. It stopped. It ends with an ED. So Mrs. Fisher smiled means that it already happened. All right, let's try another one. What did I just do with that book? What am I doing? I'm doing it right now. I'm closing the book. So, Mrs. Fisher closes the book. If I'm doing it right now, because this is singular, you add an S. I'm doing it right now, so Mrs. Fisher closes the book. What did I already do with the book? What did I already do to it? I'm not doing this anymore because I'm done. It's already what? Closed. That's right, we have to add ED. If it already happened, it's closed. It's past tense. So I add ED. Closed. Can you see that? All right, so what do you notice about my present tense verbs? What do you notice about what I'm doing it right now? What do they end with? An S. What do you notice about my past tense verbs? They already happened. They end with an ED. Very good. Okay? So, verbs that tell about the past will usually end with ED. They mean that it already happened. Okay, let's try some practice ones together. Okay, so let's look at the first sentence. It says, Thomas cracks or cracked open an egg. Well, both of those verbs make sense in the sentence. They both agree, but our directions say to choose the verb that tells about the past. So think about the verb that tells when an action already happened. It happened in the past. So if he already did it, would we say Thomas cracks or Thomas cracked open an egg? Good, we would say cracked open an egg because it already happened. Since we want to know what Thomas already did, we are going to circle the verb that tells about the past. Thomas cracked open an egg. Okay, so that means it already happened. It tells about the past, and they added ED to the action, the verb that Thomas did. All right, let's look at sentence number 2. Sentence number 2 says, Bella buttered or Bella butters the toast? Let's think about that for a minute. Which verb tells about an action that happened in the past? Give you a minute to think. What did Bella already do to the toast? So did you have enough time to think? Did you find the verb that tells about the past? What did Bella do to the toast? Buttered. She buttered the toast. Very good. So you are going to circle the verb that tells about the past. It happened in the past. Okay, so then in your language arts classroom, when you click on your assignment, you are going to go to this page and click on the pen. Then we're going to circle the verbs that tell about the past. So this one says coffee brewed in the pot or coffee brews in the pot. Which one tells about the past? Brewed. So you're crazy computer. You're going to circle the word brewed. Coffee brewed. You're going to circle the verb that tells about what happened in. So circle the word brewed. And then you're going to do the rest of the the rest of the sentences on this page by yourself. You're going to find the verbs that tell about the past, an action that happened in the past. Then on the next page, you're going to read the sentences below and circle the past tense verbs. Circle the verbs that tell about the past. It already happened. So what's something you can look for to help you find the verb that tells about the past? What two letters can you look for in the verb? Right now, you can look for the letters E-D. E-D tell about the past. They are an action. You add it to an action that already happened. Okay? When you are finished circling the past tense verbs, you're going to save it and then turn it into your teacher. So let's review what we talked about today. We remembered that Vicky Verb tells us what we can do. She says you can walk, you can drink, clap, hop, swim, many, many different things that we can do. Then we talked about verbs that tell about the past and that most of them just add an ED. Then we found the verbs that tell about now, and we found the verbs that tell about the past. And then we watched Miss Fisher write some sentences about some things that she did now and in the past. And then you circled the verbs that tell about the past on this page and this page. And then you saved it and turned it into your teacher. And then you had a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.